What's good, world? This is DJ Ran, Jersey's fastest hands on the ones and twos. A little about myself. I'm 35 years old, been a DJ since I was 10. My only dream was to be on Rap City The Basement on BET. I conquered that dream about 8-9 years ago. I've been on Rap City 4 or 5 times now. I was also the marketing director for Against All Odds clothing store. Right now I'm running my own business, DJ Ran Entertainment LLC. I'm in charge of marketing for my company. I'm the CEO. I do weddings, I do mobile gigs, I do nightclub gigs, I do video editing, and I do marketing and promotion.
What got you started? What were some of your inspirations?
I used to listen to 98.7 Kiss. Back then, 98.7 Kiss was Hot 97. They used to play all the hip-hop, the R&B. DJ Red Alert and DJ Chuck Chill Out was one of the first DJs, the hip-hop DJs on the radio. So when I used to hear them scratching and talking and playing the hottest songs, as a kid, I was like, yo, this is what I want to do. Like, to see the turntables move and to see the way they scratch and manipulate the music. So that's what inspired me to get started into being a DJ. Equipment was so expensive where I couldn't afford it. So I saved up, bought one turntable and one cassette deck. And I used to record whatever Chuck Chill Out or Red Alert would play on the radio, and then I would take my record player and whatever record that I had, I would try to mix it or blend it into whatever they were playing. So that was my foundation into starting learning how to mix and blend and scratch, music and records.
When did it transition from just a hobby to something that you knew that, oh, I can do this, and you started making a living for yourself for it?
That started my 10th grade year right here in Irvington High School. Queen Latifah's mother was my art teacher, and she was also in charge of an organization called Students Against Crack, which I was the vice president for. So we used to have fundraisers in the gym. And I told her I was a DJ, so she gave me my first break to DJ one of the school parties. They used to use, I believe his name was DJ Cheese or DJ Punch. And he did all of the parties for the school. But once I got on there, all of my sophomore class, they came to support me. We had a good time, and everyone requested me to come back. So after that first party I did at Irvington High for Queen Latifah's mom, Ms. Owens, it just blew up after that. I was the DJ for all the fashion shows, all the step shows. I was the DJ for all of the parties in the gym from my sophomore year until I graduated Irvington High School. Once I graduated Irvington High School, I still was involved with the school by DJing the high school proms, the senior and junior proms. I was also the DJ for the pep rallies and Students Against Crack. We used to have a lock-in where they would close the doors from 10 p.m. and we would stay in there and party and spend the night until the next morning. So once I graduated from Irvington High School, I went to New Jersey State University, started DJing their gigs as well. Once I got into the college market, other colleges and fraternities and sororities wanted me to DJ for their schools as well. So while I was in Jersey City State, I started DJing for Bloomfield College, Ramapo College, Seton Hall, Keene College, and that transitioned me to realize that I'm making nice money off of this. I think this is what I want to do as my profession. My mom wanted me to finish school. I went to Jersey City State for 3 years, but I was making $100 to $200 per hour. So I was making so much fast money, I just decided to just leave school completely and just follow my dream as a DJ. So with that being said, once I left school for 3 years, I linked up with the owner of Against All Odds. He asked me to DJ a warehouse party for them. After I did that party for him, he asked me to DJ in the stores. Then I came up with a proposal to him to show him that I can boost his sales. So once I DJed for that company for a year for free, I started selling tapes and CDs in order to make side money. Then every day while I was inside of the store, I would compare their sales from the day I was in there as opposed to a year before I was there. So I was able to help increase the sales by 40%.
Wow.
So that was enough for me to go to the CEO of the company and say, listen, I can boost your sales by 40%. I need a nice salary and benefits and 401k, and you know, he granted me that, and we became business partners after that.
And now you've been around for a long time. Briefly talk about, you know, the old way of DJing as opposed to the new way. You know, some DJs don't like the new way. You know, there's always going to be a back and forth thing. How about your perspective on it?
My perspective on it, the old way was the best because there wasn't as many DJs as there are today. The reason being is it was hard to find the newest music and the hottest music. You had to have connections within the entertainment industry because everything was on CD or everything was on vinyl, a plastic wax record. With that being said, we had stores like Scratch Records that was here downtown Irvington Center. There was Random Access on Lyons Avenue, and there was Mogul store in Livingston Mall. It was only a couple places where you can purchase the latest records. And if you didn't have the latest records, you couldn't do a party. Nowadays, any song you want, you can just Google it and download it. 2 seconds, you'll have the newest, hottest song. It's easy to access the music now. So music plays an intricate part in the party scene. If you don't have the hottest songs that everyone wants, then you can't hold the whole party down. So I think that now there's a lot, the DJ circuit is saturated because there's so many people with that easy access to the music. So that's what sort of kind of took away from the art of DJing. A lot of DJs don't even scratch anymore. They don't blend, they don't mix. They just play the song and that's it. So I think it's a gift and a curse. But at the same time, in certain situations, it makes things harder.
And what are your views on video blends?
Video blends, I like video blends. It's more creative. I've been getting into video blends because just playing regular songs is not giving me a challenge anymore. So we're blending different an acapella video with another beat. It broadens your creativity, and then you can also visualize it and see it, whether it's on a TV screen or if it's on a projector or something like that. So I think that video mixing broadens your creativity with DJing.
Now, with you being a DJ, you've been into the culture for a long time, meaning that you've been in these parties, you've been on the scenes, on the dancers, and a lot of people don't know you've played a big part in New Jersey's party, music, and dance scene. Could you speak to that and kind of, you know, talk about the things that you've done for the dancers, some of the negative things that go along with the New Jersey culture, like the music and why people don't get on, and, you know, just the whole support thing?
Well, I don't mean to sound harsh, but a lot of Jersey people don't support each other. I don't know if it's in the water or if it's in the upbringing. Like, even if you just walking down the street in New Jersey, if you see a stranger, you're not gonna say nothing to them. If you walking down the street on Peachtree in Atlanta, half of the people are gonna say hi just because they're used to doing that. When we're in Jersey with DJs, with dancers, with rappers, with R&B artists, if it's the same person doing the same thing, we tend to think that we're in competition instead of both shining together. Like, people don't realize that you'll shine brighter if you have more than one star. But instead, we compete with each other, or we try to be better than whoever is the most known or the most popular person or whatever. What I did while I was in Against All Odds, besides just DJing, I was the marketing director. So I always had to come up with different ideas to make the shopping experience in the mall better. So with that being said, I wanted to bring more life to the malls. So I called up Envy Dance Crew and I helped them do grand openings for Against All Odds. So we used to have grand opening parties where we would have Envy Dance Crew perform. We would have a what do you call it? A gift wheel. Like, you spin the wheel and you'll get whatever free gift that you had. I was in in contact with all of the vendors to get free giveaways. We had radio advertisements. So when it was a grand opening, we would have thousands and thousands of people inside of the store to make it really look like a grand party or a grand opening. So, you know, Envy started the dance thing in Against All Odds. After they started that, a lot of other dance crews started to see that Envy was sponsored by Academic, South Pole, and Against All Odds. So they started to say, well, hey, maybe we can do the same thing. So it opened the doors for a lot of other dance teams. And then besides the dance teams coming to the mall for grand openings, while I was DJing in, for example, Jersey Gardens Mall or Woodbridge Mall, the dance crews would come on a Saturday and just battle each other out. And that created an extra culture to the clothing store, and it made people want to come out to the mall just to see the dancers perform and battle it out with each other. So that brought, you know, a lot of life to Against All Odds.
Do you see your career within the next 5 years? Are you know, I know you said you were getting bored with the regular DJing, so you're moving on to video blends. What other challenges are you looking to tackle with your career now?
Well, within the next 5 years, I'm 35 now. By the time I turn 40, I was thinking of creating a DJ school where I can teach other DJs not just how to DJ, but I would like to teach them the business, how to progress, how to write contracts, how to make proposals, how to get sponsorship, how to get people to endorse your brand, how to brand yourself. So that's something I was contemplating on doing within the next 5 years if I can get the correct grants and things like that. As far as video mixing, I've been into doing it in the clubs now, and instead of just mixing the videos, I also manipulate and create my own videos where, for example, if a club has a drink special, I could say, all right, we got Ciroc whatever on sale right now, and I could have my little video already made where the Ciroc bottle will come up and whatever the price is. You know, I can manipulating for weddings where I make slideshows for the bride and groom while people are eating dinner. They can see, you know, the bride and groom from when they were a kid on to when they were adults. Within the next 5 years, like I still have maybe another 10 to 15 years in DJing. I'm gonna continue to do the clubs. I'm gonna continue to build my business. My fiance, I just expanded my business with her. While we're in the club, she creates feather earrings for the ladies. We have a brand called Eargasm. So while I'm DJing in the clubs, I'm gonna have my own DJ Ram booth where you can purchase a CD, you can purchase a DVD, or you can purchase a pair of earrings. So I'm just trying to figure out what else I can do. Instead of just getting paid for the party, I want to get paid on the side too. So just trying to think of different angles and different ways to do that. And within the next 5-10 years, I have a 9-year-old son that if I decide to quit or retire DJing, I want him to live my legacy. So by the time I'm 40, he'll be 13, 14, and he'll be doing the same thing that I was doing when I was in the 10th grade, hopefully. And if he doesn't want to do it, you know, it's still fine. But I know that it's in him because he loves music the same way I do.
Who are some of your favorite DJs now?
Let's see. It would depend on personality or skills. Because there's a lot of cocky DJs. There's a lot of arrogant DJs. There's a lot of DJs that have money, and being that they have money, they think that they're bigger than the world. Me, whether I have $100 or $1 million, I'm gonna still stay a humble cat. Because at the end of the day, nobody likes arrogance. Nobody likes someone who's super duper feeling themselves. So with that being said, I like DJ Spinbad is probably my favorite DJ. He used to be on Power 105.1 and Z100. The reason why I like him is because he blends, he scratches, he mixes, and his skills are better than mine. That's probably why I like him. I also like DJ Camilo. I like DJ Pro Styles because I like the way they interact with the crowd at parties. I like DJ Walla because he's a humble guy, similar to me. He didn't let the fame and fortune get to his head. He still reps New Jersey the way he should because that's where he's from. I like DJ Naeem from the Pitbulls. I like his personality. Like, me and him can just sit on the phone and talk about different DJ situations. I like DJ Doughboy because he created his own lane in the strip club scene, where he's the man in the strip club scene, and the way he interacts with his crowd and the dancers is phenomenal. Let me see, who else do I like? That's probably it. I don't like a whole lot of DJs just because, like, I'm not even gonna get into the negative DJs because they don't even deserve none of my energy. But I have DJs that will call promoters or people that I'm affiliated with and try to undercut me for gigs, or they'll say, oh well, Ren whack, or I'll do it for $200 cheaper than him just to get my clientele. Or, you know, being that I say I'm Jersey's fastest hands, they'll be like, oh well, he ain't Jersey's fastest hands because somebody else can DJ or scratch faster than him. It's not about being Jersey's fastest hands. I get the job done, whether I can scratch fast, whether I can create a video flyer for somebody in 20 minutes, whether I can create a marketing package or proposal for someone within minutes in DJing. So as I progress, I got to deal with negative and positive people. They're nowhere near my caliber, so I just laugh at it. You almost had me because I started to mention some names.